The Joshua thing is crazy.
Jake's a fucking lunatic.
Knocked out Francis Ngannou, and the guy was like out cold for 5 minutes. And this is a guy who had never been knocked down, let alone knocked out.
If he steps in the ring with him, and actually a bell rings and there are punches thrown, every bit of Jake Paul is not a real boxer conversation is gone forever.
So right now, we're all seeing just how shocked Jake Paul's family really are ever since he officially announced that he is 100% fighting Anthony Joshua and that the fight is now fully confirmed. And as the days have gone on, things have only gotten crazier, because Logan Paul has now come out and said he's willing to bet his entire net worth that his brother wins this fight. But at the same time, it honestly feels like he's also deeply worried about his brother, and that's something we're going to break down right here.
Versus Joshua, man, coming up. How's it going? Oh, easy, bro. All my net worth on Jake Paul.
Because on a brand new podcast that he appeared on very recently, you can clearly see that Logan actually understands exactly what his brother is stepping into with this fight. Even the guest on the show called him out and said, "Who are you even backing in this fight? The way you're talking about Joshua, it sounds like he's going to knock Jake Paul out cold." So let's dive into exactly what was said and why it matters.
My brother is fighting Anthony Joshua. Dude, Anthony Joshua's 6'6".
Okay.
My brother's 6 foot. Anthony Joshua's like 250.
Okay.
Jake's like 215.
Major.
The experience difference, Anthony Joshua's a former heavyweight champion who's knocked out heavyweight champions.
Has he ever tried like Ozempic or Manjaro?
This is a guy who is already perfect.
Okay.
He's perfect.
Okay.
He's like, if you could sculpt like a perfect gladiator human being, it's Anthony Joshua.
And a big reason why Anthony Joshua looks the way he does is because of how intense his training really is. This guy never lets himself go. Even when he's between fights and there's nothing scheduled, he stays in elite, peak physical condition at all times. That's why he always looks the part. He's also recently put out warnings aimed directly at Jake Paul. And when you look at that insane physique, it tells the story. This is the very first time Jake Paul is not fighting an MMA fighter who splits time between grappling and other disciplines. This is a man who has been fully focused on boxing since the Olympics back in 2020 and has stayed locked in and ready ever since.
And my brother shows
So you're, whose team are you on?
I'm on my brother's team, of course.
Are you sure?
A positive. I'm just saying.
He's setting
the
the
hots
table.
for Anthony Joshua.
I'm just saying he's a stud. I'm not going to shy away from it. I'm comfortable in my sexuality. Got a whole ass wife.
Yeah.
He's a stud.
Yeah.
Now that said, quite the undertaking for Jake. What do you think is going to happen in Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul?
I think it's going to be riveting.
Yeah.
And we hope Jake Paul wins.
How many rounds?
5.
And what's the end result?
Expedition.
Extradition?
Expedition.
Oh, they're going to go on an expedition.
Is that a thing?
I mean, an expedition is a thing. Yeah, it's like like a safari.
Do you guys hate this when you just have a woman on?
I just want. Can you unpack that? Like, what did you
I
mean
don't
by
know.
that?
I just like that word.
Just came up with the word.
You talking about the?
Is an expedition like a style or a sub?
No. Exhibition.
Exhibition.
Logan Paul also watched live what Anthony Joshua did to Ngannou with that absolutely brutal knockout, and both him and KSI were completely stunned by what they saw.
This is how the Fury fight should have went.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my fucking god!
Oh my God! He killed Francis Ngannou.
No, he's actually killed him, bro. He's actually killed him. Oh my.
And you can hear it clearly when Logan is talking to former UFC champion Daniel Cormier, because he almost sounds like he shocked himself while explaining how serious and dangerous the situation actually is.
Gotta ask him what he thinks about my brother fighting Anthony Joshua. Dude, it's real. It's real.
There's got to be some rules in place for Anthony not to.
Dude, I don't think there's rules.
Come on.
I swear to God.
I keep telling people this, right? And this is where people fucking up, especially these MMA dudes. I keep saying, stop treating Jake like he's not a boxer.
Yeah.
It's been 5 years now of pure boxing with great coaches and great training partners. He's gotten a lot better.
He's gotten a lot better.
He can fight, man.
Yeah, but what about Anthony Joshua, man?
That's bad, bro. Hey, listen to me right here. Let me tell you this. He fights Anthony Joshua with no parameters in place. Y'all better give Jake Paul his credit.
Yeah.
I will, because that's fucking, it's brilliant.
Now there's obviously going to be a ton of trolling from the Paul brothers throughout the build-up to this fight. Logan Paul is going to take shots at Joshua. Jake Paul is going to do the same. But Anthony Joshua, as a former world champion, knows exactly how to block all of that out. He knows how to ignore the noise and step into the ring with the correct mindset. And yet Jake Paul is out here calling him one of the most overrated athletes of all time.
My top 10 most overrated athletes. These are all facts. Babe Ruth, overrated. Trevor Lawrence, overpaid and overrated. This one's gonna piss off a lot of people. Ronaldo, Ryan Garcia, Conor McGregor, Dak Prescott, insanely overrated. Anthony Edwards, overrated. Canelo Alvarez, overrated. Tua Tagliafico, overrated. And lastly, Anthony Joshua, overrated. There you have it.
What makes this so interesting is that all of this talk eventually disappears. The mind games, the acting scared, then calling him overrated, then saying he's stiff, all of that goes out the window. On fight night, it's just going to be two men standing in the ring. And Jake Paul has truly set himself up for something massive here.
Excuse me, Jay. Who are you fighting, when, and why?
I'm fighting Anthony Joshua because I'm fucking him.
What?
I'm fighting Anthony Joshua because I'm him.
Holy shit, just let me take a second. Is this motherfucker out of
Dude, it's light work. Light work.
The size difference alone tells a crazy story. You can see them together at that event where they were playing Laser Quest, and the difference is unreal. Just look at them standing side by side. Logan Paul is the bigger brother, and even he looks smaller than Anthony Joshua. That means Jake Paul is walking into this fight with multiple disadvantages, even before we talk about experience. So why would Jake Paul take this fight? We know he's a very spiritual person. He talked in an interview about wearing white and black shorts with white and black boots, saying he's channeling positive white energy and dark black energy. But none of that changes the reality when it comes to experience. He already lost to Tommy Fury not that long ago. Can you really step up this fast? It would be something completely unprecedented in sports history. So far, the only man to ever beat Jake Paul is Tommy Fury, and that was by split decision. And Tommy has said that if this fight is even remotely close or lasts more than a couple of rounds, then it's 100% rigged, because Jake Paul simply isn't good enough. Most people see this as a mismatch, but Tommy Fury also has personal reasons to criticize it. He has a rivalry here. He was originally meant to be in Anthony Joshua's position. Negotiations were attempted, but he has his own strong opinions and believes this fight shouldn't even make it out of the first round.
Paul.
Yeah.
What do you make of it all, Tommy?
Well, let me just say this. Obviously, money's a very powerful thing in today's world. But if it goes past 2 minutes of the opening round, I will take that in AJ's been paid off. And I think it's going to take a lot of money for that to happen.
So is it really realistic to think that someone like Anthony Joshua, who's already earned massive Saudi money and deeply cares about his legacy, would just take cash to sit down and lose? We always say money talks, and we say it about a lot of fighters. But how many times can people keep saying Mike Tyson just took a paycheck, Joshua just took a paycheck? Did Tommy Fury take a paycheck? It feels like with Jake Paul, that's always the narrative people fall back on.
If it does, I think it will be very, very upsetting for everybody. But you can't rule it out, because that's just where boxing is today. But if I can beat Jake Paul, then excuse my French, what the fuck is Anthony Joshua going to do to Jake Paul? I think my dad said that AJ could beat him with his prick, and I completely will back that up. Even if AJ had a broken arm in there, it still wouldn't go past a minute. There's no, to be quite honest with you, and as a safety aspect, there's no way that fight can go ahead if one of them's not paid off. Listen, it's going to take a lot of money, but AJ could be paid off to not throw a punch for 8 rounds. I wouldn't know.
I see your old man do an interview with IFL, and he was like, AJ, look, please, whatever you do, do not let them pay you to take it.
I pray not. I pray not.
Obviously, Tommy Fury has been doing this his entire life, while Jake Paul has only been boxing for a few years, and even then it ended up as a split decision. Jake actually earned a lot of respect from the boxing community for going the distance with Tommy Fury. But this time, it honestly feels like a step that's just too far.
It was a very good fight. Yeah. And it confirmed 2 things that I've been saying for a long time. One, Jake Paul is 100% legit. People that think he's not legit, he's conning you. He's conning you with his antics. He's conning you with his online persona and the shit talking and the marketing. When I saw him knock out Tyron Woodley, I'm like, that is a fucking...
And let's end this video with one final question that Anthony Joshua himself would ask everyone watching right now. We all saw Joshua knock Ngannou unconscious with a brutal finish, but the real question is this: how would Jake Paul handle someone like Francis Ngannou, or any of the other elite heavyweights that Anthony Joshua has already faced?
Hello. Last 6 opponents, Usyk, Jermaine Franklin, Daniel Dubois, Francis Ngannou. Which of those would, after one, which of those would Jake Paul beat, do you think?
Maybe Ngannou. That's a fight that we might see in the future. That's a good question. I swear to you, I was quite asking myself that yesterday. Some of the fighters that I fought, I wonder how they'll get on with Jake. And that's a good question for your followers. How would some of the fighters that I fought get on with Jake?